2026, if your resolution was to play less games, well, you are on the wrong channel. I have scoured the App Store and Play Store to find the absolute best new offline games that just dropped recently. So grab your phone, turn off your Wi-Fi, and let's dive into the top 10 new offline games for January 2026. This is Jasper, and drop a like on this video. This will really help, and make sure you are already subscribed. Alright then, let's dive in.
Venture into the heart of Europe.
Coming in at number 10, Way of the Hunter Wild Europe. Well, if you played the original on PC, you know this is a visual masterpiece, and somehow Handy Games managed to squeeze this onto mobile just a couple of weeks ago. This isn't your typical run and gun shooter. It is slow, methodical, and honestly kind of therapeutic. You play as the new owner of a hunting lodge in Transylvania. The map is massive, like 144 square kilometers massive. You are tackling animals, managing blood trails, and accounting for wind physics. I tried playing this on the bus yesterday, and I was so focused on tracking a deer that I missed my stop. It requires patience, so if you want instant action, skip it. But if you want a premium, stunning simulation that looks console quality on a high-end phone, this is the one. At number 9, grab a friend or don't, cause you can play it solo too. It's Pepelo 2 Around the World. The first Pepelo was a sleeper hit for co-op fans, and the sequel just launched mid-January. The premise is simple, like 2 characters, 1 3D world, and a ton of physics-based puzzles that require teamwork. The Around the World subtitle is not just for the show. The levels are themed around real locations like Quebec, New York, and Indonesia. What I love is the offline mode. You control both characters yourself, swapping between them. It's like paddling your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time. Confusing at first, but super satisfying once you get the rhythm. It's charming, it's low poly, and it's a great way to kill time if you are bored of shooters. Number 8 is a vibe-based game called Recollect. This one dropped quietly at the start of the month, but it's gaining traction. You play in a world of endless night, where you have to follow trails of light to progress. It's a side-scrolling puzzle adventure, but it's not difficult. It's more about the atmosphere. You interact with everyday objects like vending machines, street lights to uncover the narrative. It feels very lonely, but in a beautiful way. I played this late at night with headphones on, and the sound design is top tier. It's a short experience, maybe a few hours, but if you like games like Limbo or Inside but wanted something less scary and more melancholic, give Recollect a shot.
My enemies are many, my equals are none.
At number 7, we are bringing out the big guns, literally. Total War Napoleon. Feral Interactive finally brought this classic to mobile last month, and it is still dominating the charts in January. Well, if you have never played a Total War game, here is the deal. It's 2 games in one. You have got a turn-based strategy map where you manage your empire, and then massive real-time battles with thousands of soldiers. This port is incredible. The touch controls for moving huge armies are surprisingly intuitive. You can literally drag and point paths for your cavalry to flank the enemy. Warning though, this game is heavy. My phone got pretty toasty after an hour of conquering Europe, but having a full-blown PC strategy game of this depth in your pocket while you are offline, that is 2026 magic right there. Coming in at number 6 is a hidden gem called Aliens Need Redhead. I know the name sounds wild, but this is actually a super solid, handcrafted arcade runner. It's developed by a solo indie dev, and you can tell a lot of love went into the animation. The premise is exactly what it says on the tin. Like aliens are trying to abduct the girl and you have to run and jump to save her. It's a one-button game, meaning you just tap to jump or double jump. But don't let the simplicity fool you. The timing gets incredibly tight. I downloaded this thinking it would be a quick 5-minute distraction, and I ended up playing it for an hour trying to beat my high score. The collision detection is fair, the animations are fluid, and it's the perfect lightweight game to keep on your phone for when you have spotty service. Well, if you loved Vector, you should give it a shot. Breaking into the top 5, we have BioOps Real Commando. This is for the guys asking me for a solid offline FPS that isn't full of ads or battle passes. I grabbed this from the store. It's developed by GameCure Studio 3D and it's exactly what it says on the tin. You play as an elite commando on a series of secret missions. The game features over 50 unique levels. I was surprised by the variety. You are not just in one boring desert. You are infiltrating enemy lines, fighting in warehouses, and the gunplay feels snappy. Well, the AI isn't exactly genius. They kind of run straight at your bullets, but sometimes that is exactly what you want. You just want to mow down bad guys with an AK-47 without worrying about lag or ranked matches. It's pure old-school offline shooting fun. Number 4 is pure chaos. I Am Fish. You might know this from PC, but it's fully offline on mobile now. You play as 4 different fish trying to escape back to the ocean. The physics here are hilarious. You have to roll your fishbowl down busy streets, fly through the air, and navigate shores. I am not going to lie to you guys, this game is hard. I raced quit on the pufferfish level cause I kept rolling off a roof. But when you finally nail a section, it feels amazing. The graphics are beautiful, especially the water effects. Just try not to throw your phone across the room when your bowl shatters for the 10th time. Now folks, it is time, smash that subscribe button and discover amazing games.
Bayu Putra Dharma, akhirnya ketemu juga lu.
The shadows.
Number 3 is a banger called Skull's Revenge: The Last Wolf. This is an action RPG from Andera Apps that feels like a mix of Tokyo Revengers and Bully. The story is surprisingly deep, like you play as Bayu, a guy who spent 2 years in Juvie to save a friend. You come back to high school and everything has changed, like gangs have taken over and you have to fight your way back to the top. The combat is really fluid. You are not just mashing buttons, you are dodging and using martial arts combos. It's not a great Raven's Army mechanic where you recruit allies, it captures that gritty underdog vibe perfectly. Plus, it's completely offline, so you can grind through the story mode anywhere. Well, if you like beat 'em ups, do not sleep on this one. Number 2 is a work of art. It's Silt. This game is terrifying and beautiful at the same time. It's an underwater puzzle adventure set in a monochrome ocean abyss. The main mechanic is that you can possess sea creatures. You take over piranhas to bite through cables or crabs to smash armor. The atmosphere is 10 by 10. It feels lonely and dangerous. There are no words, just environmental storytelling. I played this on a tablet and the hand-drawn art style looks crisp. Well, if you liked Limbo or Badland, you will fall in love with Silt. Just maybe don't play it if you have a fear of deep water. And finally, my number 1 is Toem, a photo adventure. This game is pure happiness. It's a hand-drawn adventure where you set off on a journey to see a magical phenomenon called Toem. To get there, you have to help people by taking photos. The mobile port is flawless. It uses your phone's gyroscope so you can enter camera mode and you actually move your phone around to frame the slot. It feels so immersive. You are snapping pics of ghosts, solving puzzles for shy monsters, and filling up your stamp card to ride the bus to the next area. It's relaxing, the music is incredible, and it's the perfect game to curl up with when you want to disconnect from the world. Do yourself a favor and get this game. And there you have it, folks. As always, I have left links to all of them in the description below so you can find them easily. Let me know in the comments which one are you downloading first. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. It really helps the channel, and subscribe so you don't miss next list. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.